The Catholic Morning Show.
This is Iowa Catholic Radio. We're delighted to have you here. Again, we want to thank people for listening. We always love to see when we have giveaways and people respond. That means we know we have listeners at 7 here in the morning. And again, we had 3 people respond to our ticket giveaway, a pair of tickets this Saturday for Romeo and Juliet Masterworks at the Des Moines Symphony. 3 people have already claimed a pair of tickets. We have one more pair, so you can text 515-223-1150, 515-223-1150, text the word love, and that is yours. Make sure to join us tomorrow, 7 a.m. As always, we'll have Father Ben Valentine, Deacon Matt Halbach, Gene Till, and John Wood for your listening pleasure. It is 16 minutes. Well, it's 14 minutes away from the top of the new hour. Let's put it that way. Let's turn to our final guest of the day. We have Steve Havemann, CEO, and Holly Dommer, Human Resources Business Manager for the Society of St. Vincent de Paul here in Des Moines. We're talking about the Freeze Out Hunger campaign. Steve and Holly, thanks for coming on the Catholic Morning Show.
Good morning, Bo. Thanks for having us.
It's wonderful to have you both with us. So real quick, let's do 2 things. For folks who might not know, let's talk about what does the Society of St. Vincent de Paul do here in Des Moines, and what is the Freeze Out Hunger campaign?
Absolutely. Well, St. Vincent de Paul here in Des Moines, we're celebrating just over 101 years of serving those that are most in need in central Iowa. So thank you all for the incredible support. Over the many, many years we've been serving. We really work with folks intentionally to meet them where they're at and help walk them out of poverty, whether that's emotional poverty, spiritual poverty, or very typically financial poverty. So we focus on workforce training. We focus on prisoner reentry services. We focus on needs like food and clothing and hygiene pantry. And we also focus on adult basic education. But this Freeze Out Hunger campaign, this is only our 2nd year of doing it, and it's a great opportunity for local businesses to support another local nonprofit where 100% of the proceeds stay local to help those most in need. And Holly can tell you more about the Freeze Out Hunger campaign and the incredible work our food pantry is doing.
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you. Currently, we serve about 27,000 individuals a year in our food pantries. We have 2 local food pantries that serve Polk County and the surrounding areas. And food insecurity is a huge topic. We currently have in Polk County about 57,000 individuals, 19,000 of those being children, that report facing challenges with hunger.
And, as you said, this is a relatively new output, like for Freeze Out Hunger. You guys have been doing, of course, all of this work at St. Vincent de Paul for many, many, many years. But, what was it that motivated to say, let's go ahead and do this at this time in winter? And how did it go last year? And what's the hope for this year?
Absolutely. Our hope for this year is to reach our goal of 30,000. We're about 2 weeks in. Our campaign runs through the month of February and the month of March. We currently have about 55 bins with local businesses and partners, all in different locations. And you can see them on our website where they're at. And you can take your food there and donate, or we have QR codes on each of our totes, and feel free to monetarily give us some donations to help us fill our pantries at each location. So far, we've raised just close to $5,000, which is not bad as we start out. Last year, we started this campaign because winter, everybody around the holidays wants to give and be extremely giving, and we're so grateful for that. But then, come winter, things kind of die off and people get busy. And so that's why we really set a course to freeze out hunger and help food insecurity in Polk County.
Now, what are some of the things that people, of course, obviously always donating money that allows for a sort of ability to apply to what's needed. That's always welcome. But what are the lists of things that you guys are looking for in this Freeze Out Hunger campaign?
Absolutely. We are always looking for canned protein, whether that's tuna or chicken, peanut butter, canned vegetables, canned fruit, all those non-perishable items that we can share with the clients that come to our pantries. We also encourage people to think about personal hygiene items or gently used clothing. Any of those items can be donated at any of those locations.
Now, Steve, just to turn it to you real quick again. So I think sometimes it's hard for people to conceive about how the readiness of food for people who need it. On one hand, this is a recurring thing, of course, because people eat every day, right? So we got to replenish those stores. But it's also the case that fluctuations in sort of food availability throughout the year can put things like a food pantry in deficit. People might be remembering earlier, so late 2025, there were government shutdowns, there were difficulties with SNAP and EBT programming. A lot of stuff happened in the last 6 to 12 months that have put strains on food chain supplies for those in need. What is the sort of thing when that happens? What's the sort of repacing that the charitable food outlets have to be able to catch up, as it were, in order to maintain their ability to help?
Yeah, 100%, Bo. I think you hit the nail on the head there, really, with, coming into this time of year, typically January, February, March, that's when we really see donations to the food pantry kind of dry up as it gets cold outside. People have just given for Christmas and Thanksgiving. The last 6 months have been really unique in that, the October, November, and December were a huge challenge as well, and part of September with government shutdowns and fear around SNAP. We're looking at about 72% of the families that use our food pantries are dual income households. So folks that are working at least one job, working diligently, but they're having to choose right now between purchasing food or paying their utilities or paying their rent or getting their kids a backpack or shoes or a coat. So it's really a tough time, and that's where Holly mentioned earlier the importance of financial contributions to the Freeze Out Hunger campaign. The food contributions are great, whether people want to drop it by one of our stores or food pantries or one of our partner businesses, which includes Iowa Catholic Radio. Thank you for that, where contributions can be accepted. But online or on one of our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, that's really where folks can make a difference, because we do partner with Food Bank of Iowa and we partner with DMARC. We partner with Fairway and Hy-Vee, and we're able to purchase things in bulk or at much lower cost than the typical citizen can in central Iowa. So we can stretch that dollar a lot further than the average consumer can.
Now, before we let you guys go, we'll come back one more time and talk about all the places that people can drop stuff off. But what are some of the things that are happening with St. Vincent de Paul that maybe people should be looking forward to here in 2026?
Absolutely. So we're really excited. Recently, we opened a store in Ankeny, so we really want to encourage folks to go up there, to shop, to donate, to help us get that location off the ground. Coming this spring, May 21st, people want to put that on their calendars, will be our 35th annual golf outing. So that's going to be at Copper Creek on May 21st, and folks can register online for that. Sponsor a hole, come out and, get a foursome, get some friends together, come out and have a great. I've already ordered 76 and sunny for the 21st of May.
Oh, very nice of you. We'll see how that works out. We'll see about your weather predicting capacity as well. Well, look, Holly, before we let you guys go, one more time, if you could tell people the Freeze Out Hunger campaign, what it's about, what you can donate, and where you can do so.
Absolutely. Feel free to donate to our Freeze Out Hunger campaign. As Steve said, it is on all our social media. There's a QR code. You can donate anytime, or you can stop by any of our local partners. Our stores have bins right inside of them. And you can give not only food items, but you can donate cash to the cause.
Absolutely. So, folks, let's freeze out hunger together. Sponsored by St. Vincent de Paul. We've been speaking with Steve Havemann, the CEO, Holly Dommer, Human Resources and Business Manager, the Society of St. Vincent de Paul, svdpdsm.org. That's svdpdsm.org. Steve and Holly, thank you for coming on the Catholic Morning Show.
Thank you, Will. Have a great day.
Listen to the Catholic Morning Show weekdays at 7 a.m. Central on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, iowacatholicradio.com, or the Iowa Catholic Radio app.